Welcome. In this session, we are going to create an MVC application for Node.js server. In this project, what we are going to do, we are going to create a model, we are going to create view controls, and then we are going to create controllers in order to read data from the model and display it on the view layouts. To do this, we are going to get started with a new project. So on the command line, we are going to close our previous project, and now what we are going to do, within our directory node training, we are going to create our MVC project. So I'm going to call this as MVC project. So we are creating a new project using Express. As soon as my MVC project is created, now what next we'll do, we'll go to MVC project and I'm going to install my npm. So once Node Package Manager has been installed, we will be able to open our project in our brackets, and then we are going to design the application using MVC format. So now once our MVC project has been created and npm has been installed, now we'll proceed to brackets and we are going to open another folder, and this folder will be my MVC project from my node training directory. We'll open this project, and this is the default project which we have just opened. Now what we want is, within this we are going to create model, view and controllers. So let's get started with model. First of all, what we'll do, we're going to create a new folder, and name of the folder will be models. I'm going to create a student kind of an application. Now what we'll do, within this model, we are going to create a file, and let's call it as students.js. Within the students.js, I'm going to create a model, and to do this, I'm creating an array with the name students. Now once we have created an array with the name students, within this I'm going to specify my model, and let's say I'm going to take in information like ID, and let's say my ID will be student1, and then I have something like name value will be, let's say I'm going to take Devanshu, and the third value will be, let's say, marks. So we are going to have marks somewhat like, let's say, 100. Then we can use comma, and we are going to have some multiple values, let's say 700, 500, something like this. Let's say we are going to change the name of the individual students in the class, and we are going to change their IDs as well. So now we have got a model ready, and this model has to be exported so that we can access. So what we have to do is, we have to use module.exports, and you have to provide the name students. So once we are done with this, now we'll be able to access students from anywhere in the project with the help of app.js file. So once the model has been exported, now what we have to do is, we have to create a view control on which I want to display this content. So I'll go to views, and within this view I'm going to create a new file, and let's call it as students layout. So I'm going to call it as students.jade, something like this. Within this students.jade file, first of all I'm going to extend my layout file, and after I have extended, I will specify my block content which I want to display. Then within the heading tag, I would like to display welcome to list of students, something like this. Then what we'll do, we'll specify a little description. So here you will get an ordered list of students with their marks information, somewhat like this. Now what next we have to do is, we have to display the information of the students, and in order to do this, let's say I'm going to create an ordered list or an unordered list. So I would like to create an ordered list, and this ordered list will be of type, let's say I would like to, the type will be default, that will be 1, 2, 3. So I'm not going to specify any type here. Now what next we'll do, within this ordered list, now I'm going to get information from the students data. Okay, And to do this, what we will do, we are going to receive the value, and we can specify something like this for each value in your whatever information we are going to provide. So let's say we are going to get the information from a variable known as students or something. So what we'll do, then we are going to specify a list item, and within this list item we are going to specify the value of value. So whatever I am going to send from the data, that value will be received here and it will be displayed in the HTML content format. Now, so once we are done with this, now what next we have to do is, we have to send data through the model and we have to show data on the students.j file. Now what we need is, we need a controller who's going to receive this request that we want to get a list of students information. As soon as we get to that page, we are going to read the model's information, and after reading the models, we are going to display the model information to our layout. So to do this, what we will do, let's say I'm going to go to the default route index.js, and within this default route, I'm going to define a new path, and I'm going to say, let's say if I say router.get, on this router I'm going to receive a request for my slash directory, and if somebody gets redirected to students, okay, then we are going to execute a function, and within this function we are going to receive a request. We are going to receive a request, we are going to receive a response. Once both the information has been received, now what next we have to do, as soon as somebody has redirected to students, now we have to display him the information of the students. To do this, first of all we need to get access to the models, okay, and the models are available within the models directory. So I'm going to get the students from there. I'm taking this variable as students, and I'm going to use require. Using this require, I'm going to extend the information. So what we'll do, now what we have to do is, we have to go 2 directories back, which means I have to go to the parent directory. Then from the parent directory, within the models, I'm going to access students. So now models will be read from the models directory, and they will be stored into the students variable, and I'm going to use this students variable in this get method. Yeah. Now what we'll do, so let's say we are going to create an array, let's say stud, and I have taken an empty array with the name stud. Now within this stud, what I have to do is, I have to push values from the students, okay. So what I'll do, I'm going to specify a for each loop, okay. So what we'll do, for each, we are specifying a for each loop, so for each loop will be, the syntax will be for, then we have to create a variable, and let's say I'm going to take the name in models, students के अंदर we are going to access different keys, okay. So for individual key, we are going to get the individual keys from the student, and then what we have to do is, we are going to publish within this for each loop. I am going to do something like stud dot push. We are going to insert information into this push, and we are going to put the name information here, okay. So with the students model which we have read, we will be reading all the keys, and we are going to get the name of those keys, and whatever values are stored in it, we are going to push that into name, and then we are going to push the value onto the stud, okay. So once stud contains all your information, now what we have to do is, we have to return a response back. To send a response, we are going to use response dot render. So this time, instead of send, we are going to use the render function, And using this render function, the first information we have to provide is the layout which we want to display. So the layout will be students. This will be the layout, and with this I am going to send some data from my controller to my index layout. So to send data, I am receiving students here on my students.jade. Let me just check that. So we will be receiving values from the students and we will be displaying the value here. Okay, clear? So what next we have to do is, once we'll get these values here, we are going to display them on the layout. So to do this, what we will do, we'll come to our index.js here, and from here we are going to specify the key as students, and within this students we are going to pass the stud, that is our array. So array will be pushed back and the view will be rendered. Okay. So what we did, we have read a model. After reading the model, we have read the information from the model, and then we have pushed those information inside an array, and then we have sent an array to the students here. So now whatever values have been stored into the students, they will be rendered on the web page. So now let's just save it, and we are going to test this application on the control. So once we have written this code, we actually need to modify the code a little. So what we have to do is, we are going to read data from the students. These students will be the model which we have received. Now once we have received this value, then all the values from this students will be fetched, and we are going to store them in the format of keys. So whatever keys will be identified from the students model, they will be stored into the key format. And once we are done with this, now what we have to push is, within the stud array, we want to loop through all the keys within my students model. So let's say I'm going to search for the specific key, and this key is the key which has been identified from the students array. So we have identified all the keys, then we have searched for a key, and once we searched for a key, then we have, from the key we have searched that I want to get the name information from that key. Then in case if we want to display all the information, we can specify information somewhat like this. We can do it something like this: name, then we can concatenate that with the students, and we can say that, let's say, marks, and we can concatenate that with students of key dot whatever we have, marks. The marks is a number, so that will be identified. And if we want to get the ID as well, so we can print the IDs at the starting. ID is equal to, then we are going to concatenate that with students, and we are going to get the key, and then from this we are going to specify the ID value. So this is how the information will be concatenated. And something like this. So now what we will do, all these information will be pushed into the array, and once this complete string is pushed into an array, we are going to pass that array to the students variable. Using this students, it will be read within the students.jade file. As soon as we open the students.jade, you can see that we have got the students received here within the Jade, and all the values which were identified through the students array will be displayed on the list item. So now we are going to use Ctrl Alt S in order to save all, and then what we'll do, we'll stop the project, and we are going to start the project again using npm start. As soon as the project will start, now we are going to test our application on the browser. So once the code has been running and we have redirected to students, we'll get the request on the panel and we have responded that with port number 0. And now here we have got the information that ID of the student is student, name of the student is this, and marks of the student is this. So if we have a model available, then using the model, we can read the model through our controller, and using that controller, we can push the information from the model to our Jade layout. Okay. So now, if you quickly want to refer that, so we have included the model here from the models directory, and we have put that into students. This is the name of the variable for the model. Then what next we do, we have received a request for the student's path. As soon as we have got this element, we have created an empty array. After creation of the empty array, we have created a for each loop. In this loop, we identified all the key elements within the model. First we have identified all the key elements, then we have pushed all the information with respect to the key into our stud array. Now what we did, we identified the key from this loop, and from that key we fetched the value of the ID, we fetched the value of name, and we fetched the value of marks. So all these three information have been fetched, they have been concatenated, and they have been pushed onto your stud array. Once the information has been pushed onto the stud array, we have used render function, and within this render function we have specified a view file. The view file was available within your views directory, and that was known as students.jade. So we have specified the view file here, and we have sent some data to this view file. So we have sent students data to this particular view file, and rendering has been done. So as soon as the render has been done, the students.jade has been read, the layout has been extended, the block content has been modified. Within the block content, we have listed the following information, that we are going to display a list of students. We have given a little description using paragraph, and then finally we created an ordered list in which we have read the students variable which we have received from the controller. We have put each value into the val, and then we have listed all these values with the help of a list item. So I hope you understand how this particular project is running, and this is the final output of how your application looks like. So now you have a model, view, and controller pattern based application which can be deployed on Node. Now you already know that you have a Jade HTML available. You can send requests from the Jade element to the logical controller, and logical controller can itself read data from the data models and can display it back on the HTML elements as well. Okay, clear? So we have all the routes available. We can receive request on any of the path whichever we have defined, and once we have got the request, now we can respond back. We can respond back via send messages, we can respond back via render as well. So in rendering, we return a page. When we send something, so then we return a string, and that string is displayed on the browser. Thank you for watching.